thought that it sounded like really exciting to be able to surf and live in a place that I've loved to visit growing up a lot. So I chose this. I think my creativity and my inability to hide my emotions, sit and breathe and try to quiet everything. I feel like that's probably one of the most nourishing things for me, the most important things for me to be well. Disconnect from like external ideas of what you should be as a woman. Start to look for other examples of women that are doing cool things that you're interested in. When I'm in forests, when I'm around like just trees, I feel extremely grounded. Sometimes like something connects within me like on a deeper level when I'm outside, and it feels like some kind of like metaphor for my life, for like my experiences, or for like understanding like human behavior. As I gain more confidence in my own like creativity and like art, I want to translate that into tattooing. That's something that is like a work in progress still for me, because I'm still, I feel like, fine-tuning my drawing skills. When I was struggling with an eating disorder, where I felt like I had to do something to be perceived as valuable, change who I was to be perceived as valuable by other people. And I think that slowly, that there was a really slow evolution after that like very dark period in my life where I found my worth and I chose it. It had to be like a fight rather than just something like that was like an aha. Realizing my own just like value aside from the things that people tell me that I'm supposed to value about myself. Like I started realizing what I actually like about myself. Like our worth is something that people are trying to capitalize on our insecurities, particularly as women, and I realized how much I didn't want that to shape who I was. Find some kind of truth or like something genuine and real in the world and be like a part of it, and also like be a voice for it.
A few years ago with a girlfriend, and we just came out for a week and had fun and surfed every day, and then we went home and we were hanging out, and I was like, what are we doing here? Like, we're in the middle of Alberta, like we don't like our jobs, we don't like anything that we are. Yeah, so we literally were like, okay, let's pack up our stuff. The restaurant industry and stuff, sometimes it's really hard to get away from like hanging out with those kinds of people all the time. Like if you are getting off work at 2 a.m. and people are sitting at the bar drinking, your instinct is probably going to have a drink, or, you know, the top 5 people that you do associate yourself with is who is going to have the biggest influence pack. Yeah. Music and dance, that's like the biggest inspiration for me. There's nothing better than a good song. People who lead by example, people who encourage other people to be a leader or a leadership role. I would say so many things to my 16-year-old self. They would be not worth it because I wouldn't be where I was now. I've had a really good laugh. You're not really in the past or in the future, you're present, and it's a good feeling. It's like self-medicating. Nothing's better than a good laugh. My grandmother, I think, was the biggest person for me because she was just an awesome human. She was my absolute best friend. It sounds a little bit cliche, but you really don't know how long you have. Like, you could be gone tomorrow. So she was a huge inspiration for me to do the things that I do now. I joined the fire department. I love the Tofino Volunteer Fire Department. Learned so much from them so far. Any like paramedic courses, doing my security officer training, those kinds of things, like pushing towards where I want to be. And the end goal is to be in K-9 unit. A sense of one's own value or worth as a person. So a lot of people immediately would probably think personal appearance. That's like the first thing that would come to most people, especially women in our day and age, to their head is just personal appearance when you hear worth or power. Also, social media kind of tears people apart these days, so got to keep that strong for other women. How to like value yourself and the ability to value yourself, which would in turn help value other people. The ocean and how the color blue is like very calming and relaxing, and that's why a lot of people are drawn to the ocean and the views here, which yeah, it's a really good book to read. Kind of sets new perspective on where we live and stuff like that. Learning new things, helping other people, definitely like the watch me. I'm gonna do it anyways.